Okay, Dokley. So we're back up. We got everybody.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm getting an
All
error
right.
code when I try to go live. There we go. Now we're back. Hi,
Yeah, make
guys.
your internet's back. There it is.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh, hi, kids.
Sorry about that,
Hello.
everybody.
No, it's all good. It happens. Okay. So what's happening at this moment is Tess has shattered the way clear for the rest of the party. Has now retreated back downstairs to set up her performance to keep the guards at bay as Virus joins the party and is encouraging them to get out while they still can. Is anyone?
I have already changed my colors. What do I need to do for your performance?
Oh, okay. So Zlak exits back down the stairs to go talk to Tessalia. Okay, got it.
Alan's gonna join him.
Great. I love that.
He has an idea.
So do I. And let's go. Okay, so is anyone else kind of going back for Tess? Arctic, by the way, Rainbow and Galio are saying we will meet you at Jackio's. Please be careful. And
Okay.
they
as well.
they exit stage right. You know, and they're out.
Any
Excellent.
bears?
Virus?
Any bears?
Oh,
Chase by-
bears! I'm
Oh,
sorry,
bear-
bears! I'm
oh,
sorry,
yeah,
I heard
nice.
beers. I'm
Bear.
sorry. God, that was
Bear
good.
chasing
I'm
you,
sorry.
yeah,
I'm dumb.
Whatever.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
I can go bear if you want me
No.
to.
Oh, no, we're good. Save it.
All right.
Not yet.
I got two of them.
Virus,
I don't mind.
Virus is torn. He's trying to decide which way to go, but has not followed you down into the back down the stairs. Tess, the door opens, and Gratian and two half Goliaths now stand with him at the door, and he says, "What was that? And where are your friends?"
I took a spill down the stairs. I think they're tending to the sick and wounded as we were before.
Great. Go ahead and roll deception. You charmed the pants off this guy. He rolled another nat 1 because of you.
Hell yes.
Oh.
He is so enamored of you. He does not. He just will believe anything you say. I love it. He's like, "Oh yes,
That's
no, of course. Are you okay, my
I
dear?
got a
Is
23.
is everything okay?"
Just like chin in my hand, and I'm like,
Oh
I'm
God, he is.
up.
He is not. He is on cloud goddamn 9.
I won. Do I even have to
how-
sing? Like, this guy's already here.
You do, because his companions are still there, and kind of you can kind of see past him down the stairs where everyone else is kind of looking up like, what the fuck was that? And Gratian says, well, shall we proceed with the performance?
Indeed.
Great.
I can do like a little part of a song, just so we have, a fun little song piece.
Yes, please.
And then all of them need to make wisdom saving throws.
Great. I am also going to have you roll one. Trust me.
Me?
Yes.
Hi.
It will not affect your spell.
This is not a spell. This is a feature.
Great! Let's go. Let's go.
+2 plus my... The fuck is my thing? That's it. Just the filthiest little 20 you've ever seen.
That's hysterical because they both
Alright.
rolled 2s. They are absolutely
You mean all three of them?
enthralled. Yeah, all three of them
Let me tell you
cannot.
the details of this specific feature.
Please do.
Yes.
Okay. Charge your performance with the power of the muses. If you perform for at least 1 minute, you can attempt to inspire wonder in your audience by singing a blah, blah, blah. At the end of the performance, choose whatever number up to 4 characters within 60 feet of you who watch and listen to all of it. They got to roll a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they become charmed by you. While charmed in this way, the target idolizes you. It speaks glowingly of you to anyone who speaks to it, and it hinders anyone who opposes you, avoiding violence unless it was already inclined to fight on your behalf. This effect ends on a target after 1 hour. If it takes any damage, if you attack it, or if it witnesses you attack or damage any of its allies.
Oh, you don't have to keep like it's not
Nope.
only while you're performing.
No. It's
Oh
Correct.
shit.
It's a status
Okay,
effect.
never mind. Damn.
It's a status effect. And they're
That's why I was like, how the hell are you getting out of there?
So like this. That's why I was like, let me do this.
Their eyes gloss over, smiles, plaster themselves upon their face. Probably a little drool comes out of one of the half Goliath's mouths.
Not the first time.
And Gratian just kind of like sinks to his knees, arms outstretched in this supplication pose as a tear forms in his eye.
You want a song? You want a song that would be appropriate?
I would
to make
absolutely love for you to
cry?
sing, please.
Please make
All
me
right.
cry.
Okay. I have 2 songs. Would you like my breakup with my fiance song, or would you like the one that I wrote?
I like the one that you wrote.
The one that you wrote.
Okay, let me look up the fucking lyrics because it's been a
Hey,
minute.
you're fine. You are absolutely fine.
There it is. Okay. Nobody fucking steal this shit. Thank you very much. I'll just do the chorus. This is real sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, which one? Because the last line changes every time. I'll do this one. Okay. Here was the day I knew we would be parted. Here was the day when sunshine turned to blue. Clear was the day when my heart began breaking. Clear was the day when I lost you. It's just a little chorus. Okay.
Damn.
Ooh, so
Thank
pretty.
you.
So as the lyric
Destroy them.
as the lyric finishes, time stops for you.
Mhm.
And kind of the definition of the world around you softens, your voice echoes into a sudden abyss, and 5 figures approach you out of that abyss, and you can recognize them as the muses.
Mhm.
And they sit seemingly enjoying the echoes of your music in this time out of time, and they say, it is time for you to fulfill your purpose. The debt that you owe has become due, and we humbly ask you, our shield, to give yourself willingly to this cause.
Yeah, that was the nature of the deal. Just make sure
And
that my friends get out of here safely.
they stop at that, because at this point they had all been talking together, but now there's discord, and they look at each other and they say, can we? Do we dare? We could defy them. They're strong, but we owe it. It is our duty as well as hers. And they turn to you, and then again in unison they say, very well. Your friends will make it safely out, and we will protect you, but we ask that you forgive the manner in which you must be transported. And they click out of existence. The world redefines itself around you, and in one mighty blast, 5 bright lights appear around you. The black-robed figures appear in this space, and a black claw reaches and slashes your face. They grab you, but before they can do anything with your body, bright blue light envelops that space, and you are all gone. Talon, roll a perception check for me.
15.
What you noticed that one turned to you, and you could see some red skin and some yellow eyes right before they vanish. And with that, a cloud of dust envelops the entire complex, shielding you as you all can make your exit up and out. But Tess is gone, having delayed not just Gratian, but the auditors from Sabira's court, who had, at that moment, tracked you.
This is a hell of a divine intervention, let me tell you. Oh boy.
Right. Okay.
As you guys exit the rubble,
Okay.
if we go ahead and kind of look at the Theteran map, if you kind of have it over there, you guys are effectively exiting out of this building here.
Okay.
So you entered the sewers roughly here, and now you're exiting here. And like I said, the sun is shining. The gulls are gulling. What is it? What does it? Gulls do crying? What does gulls?
They
They
cry.
Cry?
That?
Do they cry? It's a gull's
Oh.
cry. And yeah, they you guys make your way out. We can go ahead and would you guys like to do anything on your way to Jackio's, which is up here?
Just some flavor,
Yeah,
if
please.
nobody has anything else.
I
Please,
just
please.
would.
So Talon, go ahead, Arctic.
I'd want
No,
to
you first.
pull Talon to the side and ask him if he'd be willing to mentor me over the next coming weeks to learn how to be an
Aw.
artificer.
Oh, buddies.
Let me try to weigh that against what was going to happen. Let me actually say my thing first, and then
Okay.
you can decide how you're going to say this, because Talon is wide-eyed and shaking, and he turns to the group and says, "We need to get the fuck out of this city."
I agree.
I agree 1,000%. We need to get the fuck away from here.
Really? You don't say. Virus kind of chimes in from a little bit up ahead.
I look at him and tell him to shut the fuck up, or I'm
Yes,
going to
okay.
throw an ice dart at him.
All right, fine. Where's your friend?
That is a fantastic question. One I
Great.
do not have an answer to.
Great, because we don't have the time to unpack all of that bullshit, shall we?
If you do not cut the attitude over the fact that we just lost one of our party members, you will not make it to the end of this fucking block.
We are all on high tensions. I can understand that. I just saw Tess go poof down below there. I don't know what's happening, but we need to get to a safe house. Let's go to Jackio's.
I agree,
Speaking of going
Selak.
poof,
Let's go.
'cause I got poofed up in blue light, yeah?
Yes.
Oh!
I don't know if we mentioned it at the beginning of stream. That was Melissa Tessalia's last session with us. We're gonna really hate to see her go, but life finds a way. I just want to say for the record that she was one of the first, if not the first person that I told about this campaign more than 2 years ago. And she and just in general, she's been an amazing friend. I've known her for well over what is it? What are we on here? Robin, you, me, and her. We're 15 years, I think, roughly.
15 years.
Yeah, about 15 years. And she will be missed. So, back to the story. We're gonna go ahead and do we want to fast forward to Jackios? Is there anything else you guys want to do en route?
I'm good with fast forwarding.
I'm good with fast forwarding.
I'm good.
Okay.
It's
We're gonna
not,
go ahead
Place.
and fast forward to Jackio's tavern right up in here. As you approach the tavern, you note that the Sturge, Bat Mary, is currently circling above the establishment, seemingly watching for those approaching. When it sees you, it flutters back down the chimney in order to inform Jackio of your arrival. When you enter the door, you immediately hear the thumping of a tail. And sure enough, Matt Berry, the world's laziest mimic, content only to be in half shape of a rug with a mouth big enough to eat a cockroach, is now assuming the position of the welcome mat with its tail thumping like a goddamn dog at your arrival.
I reach down and scratch behind it, right next to its corner where I would assume its ear would be.
It lets out the strangest noise, like strings being pulled, like nails being pulled across string, like taut string. So it's almost melodic, but it's also kind of screechy. It's ostensibly this thing's version of a purr. Oh yes, now I see. Welcome back. Do you have a cure for the disease yet? And Jackio Daytonius, the normal human bartender, sticks his head up from behind the bar, and you guys can also see that Rainbow and Galio are seated at a table enjoying a beverage.
I walk up to him and I'm going to try to cast a lesser restoration spell on him.
Okay, can you read me the spell?
So because there's no condition for being diseased, I was going to ask, because it's technically a condition removal spell. It can remove blind, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned.
I see.
But there's no condition of being diseased.
Well,
right. And
just to clarify, it says you touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition.
I misread that.
Oh, you can end it. Okay.
But it's also a lesser restoration, and there are diseases that require greater restoration or
Correct. You can go ahead and cast it. What do you roll for it?
I don't. I just touch him, and it happens instantaneous.
Understood.
It's up to you whether it passes or fails, because it is your homebrewed disease.
I understand. While it doesn't, Listen, I appreciate I appreciate physical contact as most certainly, but I'm afraid your attempt at the restoration spell will not be effective in my case. Uh, I have trust me when I say that the amount of times I have attempted to touch myself already exceeds any uh, power reserve that you might currently have.
You never know. It may take someone else's touch.
And I love your enthusiasm. Sadly, I am still suffering from the erectile dysfunction.
And at that moment, I go over to Rainbow and just go, "So, do you need Nethmera here as well to help you out, or what is our plan to try to figure out the origin of this disease, huh, Galio?"
Rainbow is gonna say, um, I will send word to Nethmera, but I think it best if she sit this one out. Frankly, it still bugs me her relationship with Sabira. Galio is gonna say, honestly, I've already consulted with Nethmera, and I'm afraid that there's nothing more that she can help with.
So then, it seems like we just need to find the place of origin so this Jackio can stop being so annoying.
Excuse me, this is my bar. You're my guest, and as much as I appreciate aggressive talk, uh, perhaps not such open aggression, unless you plan to back it up with some some sexy bits. Um, and yeah, okay. Galio's gonna go ahead and chime in here and say as I mentioned before, I do think that I have narrowed it down. I my original theory was that this was carried by the vines. It seemed the most logical conclusion that that they were the transmitters of the disease, but from what I can tell, they're not all connected to each other, which is what has me in a bit of a brain fog. Yes, I I think if we can examine what it is that is, let me back up. As far as I can tell, the oldest cases took place nearby where some of the larger vines have dipped into the water supply on the surface. Now, I'm not entirely sure what it is that is connecting that, because again, there were three distinct locations, and I tracked the lines as far as I could see, as far as I could go, and they did not connect with each other. So I'm unsure how that makes sense. Usually with diseases, there is a fixed point of origin. Now again, I'm pretty sure that it's the vines. The vines are key, but I just don't know how they're connected.
Well, the city is broken off into these two districts by the river. Would that be a natural barrier for this disease, or is it
Oh yes,
happening?
no, quite certainly. But my interesting thing was that these three points of origin that I could identify all take place in the old quarter here.
So it would seem like it's a targeted attack to the old court.
But in three different places at once? I still don't see how it would have spread that way. But yes, we should investigate, I think. There is one to the north and he's gonna whip out a map from behind the bar jack. He's gonna say, "Steady on there. That's an heirloom," and just kind of ignores him, brings it to the table, kind of smacks it down, and says, "There's a vine roughly here in the sewers that I tracked for quite a while. I know that, and the former residents of that area certainly seem to have been some of the first affected. There's also one nearby the old chapel here, and I'm not sure again where exactly that terminates, but it is not connected to the North Vine. Finally, there's the third vine over here by the bridge, but I wasn't able to investigate that very well for fear of reprisals by Vurian soldiers."
We could try burning the base of the vines.
Okay, yes, I had not attempted a cauterization approach. Certainly that could stop the spread. Oh, who did we lose? We lost Rob. Oh, there we go. Okay,
Sorry.
great. No, it's okay. Yes, no, this is all very fascinating. And not at all how I had hoped your triumphant return to my humble establishment would have gone. In fact, the bed is still made, if you would believe it or not. That being said, I believe that your best chance might be the old chapel. I hear tell that there is a large set of catacombs underneath that building, and perhaps they will provide the answer that you seek.
Perhaps, but
But what?
maybe we should try setting it on fire first. Fire's always the answer.
I agree. Let's go with the fire first.
You know, that's certainly not the way I guess. Okay, if you must just keep it away from me.
I feel like you should come with us.
No, I'm perfectly happy here in my normal human bar.
You know, the more you say your normal human bar, the less I'm willing to believe it's a normal human bar.
I don't, well, that's your prerogative.
Cal, you seemed to be extra spooked when we were leaving Thessalia. Why, was it the auditors? I didn't know they could teleport.
Didn't either. But we need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Agreed.
I agree.
Yes,
do
no,
you have a way
just
for
do.
us to get out?
Who was that to?
Jackie-O.
Well, yes, I do. In fact, however, it does require some preparation, and I do expect payment in return. In the
How's
form
5
of
gold?
curing my erectile dysfunction. I would like to fuck again.
My dude, I get that. I can't guarantee that in the time we have left here before that Navy arrives and we have to be on those ships for 5 years.
Well, it just seems to me like you better hurry then.
We must just hope that your erectile dysfunction is from this disease, you perfectly normal man.
Yes, I have never been accused of being unable to perform.
Yeah, well,
Happened
you
about
failed
the
the time
same
you
time.
tried with me, so now you've been
Well, I
accused of
appreciate-
not being able to perform, so can't hold
Like I
that
said,
title
this
anymore.
is a vicious, pernicious, scathing piece of shit disease that has affected me. And yes, to a lesser extent, the rest of you. But my condition is the most important. And if you can find a cure, I don't know what the fuck is happening to my accent.
Slowly
Anyway,
but surely, Jackie O'Daytonius is dying.
I'm going mad. Listen, you don't understand. As a being that literally lives by, well, I mean not literally, but I live to fuck, right?
You are an incubus. I knew it.
I'm not an incubus. I don't know what an incubus is.
It's the opposite of a succubus.
I mean,
it's the male version.
Look, what is the point of living decades if you cannot fuck, right?
I mean, there's a lot of things you can do.
Bartender, yes, you know how this goes.
And the fact that you again said centuries. You're not a normal. You said centuries. Shut the fuck up, asshole. I'm not in the mood today. We just lost one of my best friends. I'm not here for your shit.
I'm sorry. The loss of a companion is never easy. It's like every time I bet a woman or a man or men and women.
I walk out the fucking door and just start walking towards the vine closest, the base of the vine closest to us.
Great. I actually think you're about equidistant.
I think we're closest to this one.
That one? Okay, all right. So you guys are going to head over there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep. Okay.
That's where I start heading. I don't know if anyone else is coming with us. I'm just pissed the fuck off that Tess isn't with us anymore, and I don't want to deal with Jackio's shit. So I just walk out.
All right.
Alan's just glad to be moving, so he immediately follows.
Great. Rainbow and Galio are going to follow.
Okay. Because I stick closer to them, I'll be honest.
Great. Perfect. So you all, as a group, head towards the vine that is over here. There's no one barring your way. It's day. You guys can you know navigate your way easy enough. You approach as you know what to look for, a rather oversized vine which is poking its way up through the cobblestones near that tree.
I'm going to take one of the torches out of my pack and use Druidcraft to light it on fire.
Great.
But before you do that, can I do a nature check on it to see how similar this is to the other plant vines in the area?
Yeah, absolutely.
See if it's like an abnormal one or like what's so unique about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I give him the
help action as a druid?
Yeah,
go for it.
Awesome. So
I walk over and help just peek through the leaves with him.
Okay.
So I got a 13.
Okay.
Damn.
With advantage because of the help action?
Yeah.
Okay,
Jeez.
great. It's fine. It was a low DC. There's nothing really of note. It is large. It is large.
Larger.
Perhaps there's a larger concentration of at current phase closed buds upon it, right? But it's definitely definitely girthier than your normal vine. Perhaps there's a little curve to it. No, I'm kidding.
Left.
It's got two protuberances at the base. One's like hanging lower than the other. No, I'm kidding. But no, so it's thicker. There's more buds. Those are the most notable aspects of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes, burn it.
So
I'm going firebolt when Arctic sets it on fire with his thing.
Yeah, I'm going to take the. So along with the torch, I'm also going to use one of my arrows to start stabbing, trying to stab it into the vine. To get an opening into it.
Okay, so you're hacking your way into the vine.
I don't have a better way to. I don't have a knife.
It's on fire, Is anyone else doing anything to this thing?
Now, once I hack it open a little bit, I'm going to stab the base of the torch into the
You're creating
vine.
a little sconce inside of the vine. Okay, I see.
And then I'm going to light the entire torch of flame with Bureaued Craft.
Love that. The vine is engulfed in flame very quickly. The buds seem particularly flammable as they kind of burst open with the intense sudden heat, spraying embers everywhere, and just kind of contributing to the pyre that you guys have now constructed out of this vine. And it burns and it burns, and the smoke is thick and it's black. Like how long do you want to wait, or like what else are you gonna do?
Approximately 3 seconds.
Yeah,
great.
No, not long. I want to be like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So 3 seconds later, nothing of note has happened beyond that. It seems to be shriveling, because you're evaporating all of the air out, or all of the water out of it, because of the intense heat. It's just like basically it's like a vacuum, right? You're just like, you can see it like wrinkling and like shriveling up as it burns. This does mean that it is leaving a hole where it's collapsed, and it where it popped up from. Like you can kind of it is slowly shrinking enough that perhaps something could scamper in there.
So are we talking like a scoop, like a bowl in the ground, or is there like actually a tunnel that it's coming out of?
So basically what's happening is this is a very, very large vine. It was basically sticking straight up out of the ground. Now that it is
so
on,
there'd be a tunnel.
Now that it's on fire, now that it's on fire, it's kind of going yeep, and then is shriveling. So yeah, the path the vine took is creating a small tunnel. Yes.
Is it like tapering, or does it seem like we could follow the? You know what? Talon goes to the
great.
the hole and like looks inside, perception check to see if we can go an appreciable distance down that tunnel that it's creating.
You cannot. It's not wide enough for you yet. I mean, it's conceivable if you guys wait long enough that maybe.
How big is the hole across?
I mean, right now, it's about the size of a person.
Cool. I wild shape into a rat.
Perfect. Awesome. Zach, do you want? Sorry, I kind of want you to like grab him and throw him in the bag at some point, but you can't right now. Anyway. Okay. So you wild shape into the
second. I just look and lick my lips.
I love that. Okay, so you as a rat scamper kind of into the newly formed crevasse that the vine is making, and you travel along as far as you can, which is an appreciable distance. The fire is raging, and man, it's really, really sucking this vine off something awful. I had to try to give it a title. No, it was a bad joke. Okay. Eventually, the vacuum effect tapers out, and you can't proceed any farther down this hole. Do rats have dark vision? I think they do. Yeah, I think rats have dark. I'm gonna say rats have dark vision.
Okay.
I think that makes sense. And go ahead and roll an investigation check for me. I forget, do your stats change to that of the rat? It's just your shape, right?
So some of my stats change, but I keep my intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, I believe.
Wonderful.
Dark vision to 30 feet, and they also had advantage on perception checks that rely on smell.
Okay.
You beat me to the stat sheet. Thank you.
But I said investigation specifically. Your smell's not really going to help you here. Great. You notice that there are slimy little tendrils that are branching off of the vine at where you are. Yeah, they're slimy. They're kind of like tan, white, gray almost. Sometimes it's not that you can really see that well because it's dark. Like color is not really your definition, but you can tell that it's. You can feel that they're slimy. You can kind of tell that they're kind of lighter in shade than the vine itself, which is green. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I scurry back up and out.
Great.
And pass along the information to everyone.
You know, I just realized you could have used Kelvin.
Oh yeah.
He can hardly walk, and he can't talk.
I love that. I love that. What'd you say? What'd you say, Robin?
I was just gonna say, Kelvin's still around. We haven't heard from Kelvin in a while.
Yeah, he kind of has been hiding in the backpack because he's like, what the fuck is happening? Like there were giant centipedes, and then it felt like the world was shaking apart. Like he's just terrified, just kind of like quaking in his boots. Which yes, he has little booties. He has tiny little booties.
Yes.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Get a gauge on where these slimy, unique tentacles came from. Maybe that's the source that we're trying to find.
They came out of the ground, kind of.
Slimy tendrils. Slimy tendrils. On the vine. On the vine. This is Galio talking.
Oh, okay. I was like, huh?
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not a horticulturist. Rainbow, you have experience with plants. What do you think? She kind of just scratches her head a little bit with her cute little white paw. Could it be mycelium? It's a substance that fungus weave. Sometimes we see it attached to rotting logs. Maybe that's what it is?
If it's a neurodegenerative, well, I don't know this fact, so unless it was told to me.
Do you want to roll a what would this be? Nature again, I guess? You want to roll another nature check to see if you have the knowledge you're looking to impart?
Sure. Let's do it. Oh god. Well, okay. That's an 8.
Great. I don't know, make up something.
I'll keep it real mediocre.
Okay.
I mean, if it's mycelium, that means it's trying to dissolve the plant, so what would that matter?
Arctic, can you cast Detect Disease again?
Yeah, of course. And I snap and cast Detect Disease, and it appears within a 30-foot sphere around me.
Okay. I mean, you're back on the surface, so you can see... Oh, wait. Can you talk as a rat, or are you just squeaking?
I unwild shaped.
Oh, okay. I was like... I want you guys to try to convey, like, cast this spell to the rat.
Squeak,
like,
squeak, McSqueakin.
Well, he would...
Squeak,
so he can still
squeak.
understand us. He's not polymorphed.
Okay, yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, on the vine, I mean, as with most things around here, like, yeah, there's traces of the disease everywhere. On the vine, on the ground, and, you know, in the trees, you know, everything, really. But you're gonna go back inside, I assume?
That would take up another wild shape.
Is
Or
your
is it
question that it's more concentrated near the mycelium?
exactly?
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are going for, so
That's exactly what I'm going for.
okay.
Yeah.
How far down the tunnel was the mycelium?
I don't know. 10 feet.
Cool. I stick my head down into the tunnel and look.
Oh, great. Okay. You do see on those strands of slime, the mycelium, there is a much higher concentration of um, disease there than elsewhere. Yes.
Okay. Yep. There's a lot more of the Valerian mucus on
Love
the
that.
slimy shit.
Great. Oh, I see. Rainbow, this mycelium. How big can it get?
Oh, that I know.
Yeah?
It can span miles.
Huh. I think we may have just figured it out.
Are we burning the whole town?
Do we need
That's
to
not
burn
feasible.
the underground?
That's not feasible either. Because this mycelium is deeper than that.
Could we poison the mycelium?
I've attempted chemical attacks upon the vines. I could try it in direct contact with the mycelium, but there really was no effect. Perhaps
I wonder if we could get our
perhaps
hands
in the
on...
right spot, though.
I wonder if we could get our hands on some of those exploding amphorae.
I mean, unless you plan on enlisting the entire southern contingent in that endeavor, you'll never acquire enough of the stuff to blow up the entire old town. And do keep in mind, this has spread, at least in part, across the river already.
Wait. You know what the chemical in those amphorae is?
I mean, it's common knowledge.
No, it's
He says, rolling a deception check badly.
Right. Who all's rolling insight with me?
Me.
He rolled a. Actually, that's not bad. He actually, even at disadvantage, he rolled a 17.
Fuck. Well, he beat me.
That's a 24.
Great.
Oh wait, sorry. That's a 26. Cause I'm proficient in that shit.
Fuck. So he's convincing everyone but Arctic. Okay, so you press it home, and he says, yes. I know of its existence. I did not help manufacture it.
Do you know how to make it?
No, that is a state secret of the highest order.
Do you know the ingredients?
No. No one does. And those that do, they disappear.
Almost like you did?
Sorry?
When they were trying to kill you?
When they were trying to...
You're
joking about my life and how I almost died.
Yeah. Hey, I have to find a way to keep some kind of joy in my life.
So you say there's only a select few people who know of this knowledge, and it's a closely guarded secret.
And yet I just knew it. And
Then that means
Sabira.
there are more folds inside this Vurian empire that need to be uncovered.
I think we're losing the plot a bit. And this is Virus, who you are realizing has kind of followed you. And says, I believe we've lost the plot. While it's fascinating to speculate on the nature of the contents of random containers, perhaps we should switch our focus back to...
I just glare at him.
The plague.
The catacombs where we destroy the root of this mycelium and get the fuck out of here.
I was about to. Yes, good. I am relatively familiar with the catacombs underneath the old chapel. If you need proof that the mycelium does in fact connect all of these vines, the evidence would be there.
Let's go.
Then let's go.
Okay.
And I just follow Talon.
Great. On your way, you are met with Nethmera, who kind of steps from an alley as you guys are basically kind of passing Jackio's joint at this point, and she kind of steps as you pass, and like she was kind of going there, and she says, "I am so glad you're safe," and she's looking pointedly at Talon.
Talon runs up to her and says, "One of them knows."
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Can I hear this?
Yeah, he's not really trying to.
He's not trying to.
He's a little beside himself.
Yeah, he's yeah.
I just look at Talon and go, "One of them knows what."
It had to have been one of the auditors.
Yes.
Now's
not the time.
Nethmera's gonna pipe up and be like, "It's okay." That what I believe that Talon is referring to is that one of the auditors knows where you are. The auditors are almost nothing is known about them. All we know is that they are insanely powerful. And if they have a target, and if you're saying that you've encountered them, then and they seem to be targeting you, that the only course of action is to run as far and fast as you can. I will do what I can to aid you in that. I will try to gather information for you if I can. But I recommend that you depart this city as quickly as possible.
We're trying.
Yes, no, I know. I've spoken with Jackio, and he has made mention that he may have a way out for you. I know that his price is non-negotiable, however. Where are you off to now?
I look at Talon and see what his reaction to the question is before I say anything.
We're trying to rid ourselves of this disease and the city in both meanings.
Well, can't argue with that. And you to the catacombs, you say?
The mycelium seems directly connected with the disease.
Mycelium?
And it seems like we can find the root, hopefully, deep down in the catacombs, yes.
I'm glad to hear you have a thread to follow. Until now, we had no path. I wish you luck. I will do, like I said, I will do what I can. I hope to see you soon. She's gonna kind of pat your back, Talon. And you're going to. She's gonna cast guidance on you.
Yay! I forget how long that lasts. Yeah.
I think it's to your next roll. I believe.
I want to say it's like an hour. Oh, up to a minute.
Oh, up to a minute?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and in Nethmera's case, for whatever bullshit reason, it's gonna last until you. Or is there another spell? You get a. You can augment your next. You can augment your next roll with a d6, whatever that means.
Yay! All right.
Great.
I love that, by the way. I think she cast family values on me.
Family values. Oh God! All right.
Of Zlak. That was cool.
Jesus Christ. Okay. You guys exit, heading towards the old chapel in the old district, which is back down here. By this point, a few hours have passed, and it is starting to get dark again. Virus takes the lead when you approach the chapel, leading you down into its basement, where he will open a couple of doors and then stand by an old tapestry on the wall.
We forgot to be doing disadvantage on all of our ability checks.
Whatever. It's fine.
I just realized.
That's on me, not on you. So don't worry about it. Really, not a big deal. And we're gonna go ahead and like I say, he's gonna stand by this tapestry and say, this is the entrance to the catacombs. If you have any reservations, now's the time to speak up.
Talon, did he push aside the tapestry you said, or he walked us up?
He's kind of like he's like kind of holding it. Like you can see there's a hole in the back of it.
Talon starts going through.
Great, wonderful. We're gonna go ahead and do a thing on Tarask real quick.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I want. Can y'all confirm? Oh, what's going on? Come on. Hide. What's going on? Sorry, I'm trying to do something. God damn it. Do this stupid thing. Alright, well. Sorry, guys. Just 2 seconds here, because this is really... It shouldn't be this hard. Fuck. Okay, don't... Try not to look at too much. I can't hide everything that I want to... Just do the thing, you stupid... Okay, and then we're going to go here, then we're going to go here, then we're going to go here. We're going to say visible. Okay. On Tarask, you should now see a new map. It is called Theteran Tunnels.
Dun, da, da.
All right. And y'all are starting in the upper left corner.
All right. I will not look past this green area.
Yeah, I appreciate you. But yes. And it is... in this sewer and catacomb that we will begin our next session. I don't have enough time to kind of really make venturing onto this tonight worth it, so we're going to end a little bit early tonight. So to everyone viewing, thank you very much for your patience with the technical difficulties, and I hope to see you all next time.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night.
Have a good one. Bye.